Do you know what? I forgot to say that's only loops for about 10 seconds. So anyway, we're on. Welcome to Radio Free Endor, episode 109. So we're alive, Chris. Or shall I restart that now?
No, we can just get started.
Yeah, we can just get started. Yeah. So welcome to Radio Free Endor, episode 109. Of course, I'm your host, Jamie, and with me is my son, Christopher. How you doing, Chris?
Really well, thank you. We're getting very close to May the 4th.
We
And
are getting very close.
yesterday was the end of the Bad Batch. We're a bit behind, but that's behind us. If you're up to date, or if you're not like us, then we've still got a lot to watch. With more Star Wars coming soon.
That's very true. I do notice that I've accidentally booked. So I'm going down to Sheffield on Saturday to see Matt Ferguson to get him to sign a episode 1 poster. And suddenly looked, and he's not signing Saturday. He's signing Friday. And I'm like, oh, what, man? What? So, but it's at 5:30 on the Friday. I'm sure he did it Saturday last time, but I'm at work and I'm thinking, will I have time just to get there to jump back and back? I don't know if I can make it, but so I've booked for the Phantom Menace in 4DX in Sheffield on Saturday. I ain't got a clue what 4DX is.
4DX. It's when you're sitting in the pod racing scene and it's shaking around.
Oh, is
and
it?
you're holding your bucket and it's like, the popcorn.
Is it? Is it like that?
Yeah. You should see
well,
the videos of people watching Dune 2. Obviously, you're not meant to record in the cinema, but when they're riding the sandworm, literally, like the whole seat's shaking. So funny.
Oh my god, it's me. It's just me and Nikki that's going. So and I've booked for Nicholas as well to go and see it on, I think, Friday, because it's on for the week in up here. It's on for a whole week, which I only thought it was going to be on for a couple of days, but apparently it's on for a week. So we're going to go and see it. Oh, Tuesday. We're going to go and see it Tuesday. Is it the week? Yeah, Tuesday. So hopefully that'll be a good thing. But so it's date night for me and the wife on Saturday to see The Phantom Menace. I can't wait. I love that. I really enjoy the prequels, and I like that film. I'm so looking forward to it. What are you doing for May the 4th?
I think I'm going to be having a chill one with a friend that I from. So basically, I live in the Midlands and he lives down south near Stonehenge, and he's coming up. And obviously, it's a 6-hour drive for him. It's a long drive, but don't get to see him don't get to see him very much in person. So be spending time with him. May go down to the pub, have a beer, and we'll see how it goes. Just hang out with your friends.
Yeah, that's the way. And you've always got Disney Plus to play it on, haven't you?
Yeah, of course. And to be fair, I'm not sacrilege if I'm missing it because it's not one of my favorite Star Wars films. It's would I care more seeing, episode 1 than Return of the Jedi? Yeah, probably. But I still, I'll wait for the 20th anniversary of Clone Wars or Return of the Sith to really be like, this is a 10 out of 10 I need to see, because Holly was like, do you care? Are you really fussed? I was like, yeah, I'm a bit above indifferent. I've seen the film many times, seen it in a cinema, I guess, it's an event, cool. But did it change it? A week ago, I saw Back to the Future in the cinema. Obviously, it's way older than I am, and obviously, I didn't see that in the cinema.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, cool. But it's still the same film,
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, but you seen it on the big screen. I tell you, when I took Nicholas to see Empire on the big screen, I took him to see Return of the Jedi on the big screen, and I fell back in love with Star Wars on the big screen. I was thinking every year they should just whack them out, can go and see them. It'll be like, cherished experience,
You know,
especially with all my kids down to go and see it. Yeah, it'd be fantastic.
if you want to fall back in love with Star Wars, watch Dune.
June. Funny enough, I've got June 2 ready to watch. I bet that makes you happy, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
didn't see it in the cinema, and that was really worth seeing in the cinema.
Yeah, I'll take your word
You
for it.
know, every time you watch the first one, I was like, "Yeah, I really should have saw that in the cinema." And
I
then
did say that, didn't I? To
yeah,
be
and
fair.
then, like, I've watched it multiple times. I saw it on the big screen. For the second one, I saw it on the biggest screen. But even
Yeah.
on a plane ride, over to America once or twice, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'll put June on. 3 hours well spent on a tiny screen," but it's like, zoom in and you're like, if
Well,
I feel like I'm on Arrakis.
the thing is, with June is that Nicholas hadn't watched it. He wants to watch June 2. So I put on June 1 to watch it, and he literally only sat through half an hour of it. So then I turned it off, and then he put it back on. So we watched half an hour of it and then back off, and we're just stuck because he's watching. And then of course Fallout came on, so we were watching that. Oh, so we did get time, but because he's not seen June 1, so it was pointless taking him to see June 2, but he's not seen part 1.
Very much so. In it is one of them things. It's a hard balance.
It is. It is, yeah.
I very
Uh,
much enjoy it, but we're not here to speak about that. We're here to speak about Star Wars.
That's true. So we will head over to the Star Wars news. So let's head over to the news section, shall we?
Of course. What's in the news?
Cool. Right. In the news. Now, we talked about Fortnite that in the last podcast. And I think there's a new trailer come out called Rebel Adventure Lego Fortnite. And it literally dropped as I just edited and uploaded the other one. I was like, oh, that's typical. Something that we could have talked about, and it's dropped. So I'll add it to the stream, and then we can have a look at it together and see what it's like. How's that?
100%.
Okay, grow. There we go. Lego share. Drink. Right. So here we are. So I'll put it to that. There we go. So here we go. So this is Lego Fortnite Star Wars Rebel Adventure. There we go. That looks really cool. I just built that as well. Are these characters from Fortnite? These ones?
Yeah, so it very much changes based
Mm.
upon the game, but yes, they are skins that you can buy.
Mm. Who's that? Like a female version of Finn?
No, I think it was just a Star Wars, a Lego character in Star Wars.
Ah. What do you reckon to that then, Chris?
Yeah, I literally said last week when they announced that Star Wars was coming that you watch is going to be a Moss Eisley set, and what we
Mm.
can see from this trailer is there's a few new Star Wars skins coming
Yeah,
in obviously a Lego version and a normal version.
yeah.
What has also been announced is a battle pass.
Yeah.
specifically for Lego. And the final character in that battle pass is Chewie.
Yeah.
With and I think overall, yeah, it looks really, really cool. There's definitely a lot of new build structures. I've played quite a bit of Lego Fortnite, and it looks like there's new structures for Kashyyyk from what I saw,
Yeah.
or it either looked like Kashyyyk or Endor. They're both kind
Mm.
of like when they're in Lego, it's like, is there a difference? um,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but like overall, you can see that if you pause it right there, right at the end. Yeah, just here. The
Mhm.
Dark Trooper is a new skin that's coming in on
This
this
one. Yeah.
season. Right at the top, yep. Chewie on the left.
Yeah.
Uh, Silver three C3PO. So
Yeah. It's
C
got a work.
whatever.
It's got a work band.
C2PO. I don't know
Yeah.
what the other one is called. In a few others. I'm actually really excited for this. It looks like there's going to be a lot of passive NPCs around with some already built structures,
Hmm.
with the ability to um, build custom structures as well. I'm a big fan of this Lego Fortnite. A lot of people say it's rip off Minecraft, and it is in ways, but in other ways, it's completely different. It's like Lego, and how you build things is completely like Lego sets. You can't,
Hmm.
when Fortnite, you can just put bricks together
Yeah.
and build anything. When this, you're a lot more limited because there's certain Lego things. But in ways the system works,
Yeah.
there's all bricks kind of switch together from like wall sizes to floors, so you can change up building structures quite easily and things look really good.
Mm.
um I will find the picture of the battle pass
Okay.
as well, so we can take a look at that.
Okay. Yeah. Let's have a look at it.
So
Um.
what's your thoughts? Are you
oh,
going to give Lego Fortnite a go?
It looks like to me, like Lego Dimensions. Um. Is it not by? Is it TT Games? Is it? Who did
No,
the?
it's completely done by Fortnite. Completely done by Fortnite.
It looks just like their games. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? The way they've done it, they managed to do
So
everything.
here we go.
Just saying,
So I'm
Lego
going to
Dimensions
screen
Lego
share.
Fortnite is the successor of Lego Dimensions. The whole idea of Lego Fortnite is to build onto the idea of Lego Dimensions, but because Disney now has shares of Epic,
Right.
there's more IPs and property.
Can you hear that?
I'll try to get closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They heard it. Yeah. Thank you. There's Nicholas there. Yeah, the voice. Right. Here we go.
Yeah. So this is the battle pass. So it's the first Lego battle pass that's being added to the game. And what we can see from it is some really cool things. So a lot of so the top line is the free set. So that's what you get just by playing and do the quests.
Hmm.
Whilst you do that, you're building up the same amount of points. And then if you buy the pass, then you get the bottom set.
Yeah.
So we can see there's a Tatooine kitchen set. So it's a like a burger joint in Fortnite. I don't think we have pictures of it in game yet, but let me just actually change my tab so I can show multiple. Um, do, do, do. Okay, there we go. See if you can accept my screen share request.
Okay. There we go.
Woo. Okay, here we go. So yeah, we can see here, with a little bit of a trusty zoom in.
Ah, thank
Um,
you. Yeah.
you
Right.
got, these like floors, beds. Uh, I think I wouldn't say that's a bath, but I'm not sure. Now that is the classic, Kyber chest by the looks of
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah.
You got floating, not floating. I think the top two are floating, but the bottom one is your deserts water thingy on
Hmm.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
You got a nice rug and a nice bed. But obviously, if you pay, you get this small
Dwelling.
Tatooine, building.
Yeah.
Then you get this medium-sized one that looks pretty cool. Then you get this large one with 2 floors. Then this like tower with 3. Then obviously
Can
you get this more like this garage one.
can they all not
Uh,
interconnect to build something
yeah, so
bigger?
so they use most majority of the same parts, but how they do it is it's in like Lego for Minecraft. You can't just build a set. So what you do is you click in the game, you say, "Oh, I want to build that one," and then it basically blueprints it into say 50 steps, and then you pick the part, snap it into place, click, build, and then do
Yeah.
the next one, and that's how you build these sets.
Oh,
So
right. Okay. That's
it's
pretty
pretty
cool.
cool. And then
Oh,
obviously, if you get all the way to 11,000,
yeah.
you then get Chewbacca included.
To
Um,
fight him in the proper game.
yeah, so you get his character in the normal version, but also you get his Lego version.
Right.
Um, I think what's interesting, and this has been brought up a lot, um, for a side game in Fortnite, this battle pass is more expensive than previous
Mm.
ones. These extended passes.
Yeah.
The last battle pass that was Star Wars in Fortnite was 1,000 V-Bucks, and you had Clone War skins, you had
Mm.
Clone War Trooper
Yeah.
skins, Clone War backpack, and you also had Darth Maul at the end.
All
So
right.
considering
Okay.
that this is completely a Lego thing with
Mm.
only Chewbacca at the end, I think it's really interesting and different. I know I'll be picking up because I do enjoy the Lego game
Yeah.
in Fortnite, but I think it's really cool. The other changes obviously coming to Fortnite is Chewbacca is getting a proper skin, as we
Hmm.
know. Um, we also getting a Lando Calrissian skin,
Yeah.
Dagobah Luke,
Luke
and
looks a bit
also
weird.
the
Yeah.
AWR Trooper.
An ARC trooper.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, what's returning as well is Darth Vader's lightsaber.
Yeah.
If you like them things, you like them. And I think, and someone says here that tomorrow a Yoda backpack is going to be in Fortnite. So
That's yeah. Yeah. Okay.
we'll definitely see about that. So yeah, I think what's coming to Lego Fortnite is really really cool. Um,
Mm.
Obviously it's predicted because like we've said multiple times, um, a year ago, Sony plus the parent company of Lego invested into Epic Games,
Mm.
and then obviously following last investment round, Disney invested in um, Epic Games. So
Yeah.
now all 3 companies are in it together. But
Mhm.
it is one of them things where it starts getting complicated because supposedly every skin now, if there's a Lego version, Lego gets a cut of it as
Yes.
well. So
Mm.
like every skin is sold as the normal Fortnite skin plus the Lego skin.
Yeah.
When you look at things mm, uh, like we saw a Lamborghini that was like almost £30, like $25-30 of real money.
God.
Majority of that is IP,
Mm.
in
Mm.
IP costs because digital assets are worthless.
Mm.
It's worthless. It's how much does a brand actually cost? And I
Yeah.
think it's the same with these things. Um, the battle pass has gone up, but we've never seen a Lego battle pass before. The Lego sets are expensive as they are already. Um, but this one you get Chewy at the end as well. So swings and balances. But you know, you either buy into it and collect the skins, or
Mm.
you don't play Fortnite. But I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
I will be handing my account down to my kids one day.
Is that right?
Yes, for sure.
It's funny enough. Funny you should say that because Nicholas plays on my PlayStation account, so Sir Jedi Jamie on the PlayStation 5, and he's built. I've built it up, and he's built it up so much. and he says, if something happens to me, he's just going to keep that account and carry it on. So it's like I'm immortal all of a sudden because he says he's just going to carry it on from child to child to child. So there you go. Yeah, thought it was pretty cool.
Until Epic Games close it down, it's worth nothing.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that is. Also, have you got anything? Have you got anything else? Because I was just going to go
Considering
to.
we was on a week ago, pretty much most of the Star Wars news was released pretty much
Yeah.
early this year. Have you got anything big?
Yeah. So on Fantatracks, they have got the week ahead in Star Wars is like no other. So as we know, we've got the final of the Bad Batch, which has just happened. I've not watched it, so no spoilers here, and I've deliberately kept off the internet for any spoilers. I must admit, I haven't seen any spoilers on it, so it's really good. And tickets have gone on sale for Celebration Japan. Go on sale. Take note, according to the time zones, these go on sale for us here in the UK at 1 a.m. on Friday, the 3rd of May. So be sure to be at your laptop. So that'll be you set up at 1 minute past 12 tonight. Because aren't you going to get tickets to this?
Sadly not. I have a lot of other things to prioritize.
Oh, I
I
thought
very
you
much
said you were going.
I very much wanted to go, but I very much think I've got other things to prioritize. And we're still not we've still not seen half the stuff they spoke about last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're still waiting, so we'll see.
Welcome, Real Farm Boy. Ready to chime in if needed. Please feel free to chime in at any time. Okay, right. Also, the Acolyte. So, as we spoke before, that we're going to go and see the Star Wars Phantom Menace. Is it the 20th anniversary? It's 25th anniversary. Yeah, 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace. Now, this has got an exclusive look at the upcoming Disney Plus Star Wars show, The Acolyte. I'm wondering, could this be playing the trailer that was at Star Wars Celebrations? What do you reckon, Chris?
No. I think it'll be something else. Because what we probably saw is cut content or some changes or different beats that they want to keep different. And yeah, like I definitely think it's probably a different, slightly cut.
Yeah, you reckon? Well, I'll be able to tell you. Be able to tell you. Royal Farmboy has just got here. So Royal Farmboy, and absolutely amazed. You've not been the BB spoiled by the Bad Batch spoiled by Channel 15 by CH15. Wow.
Chapter 15.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. We've not seen it. No spoilers. Yeah. I think I might go down and watch. I might sit. Once I've done this podcast, I might go downstairs and watch the other ones after this, because I really want to catch it up. And the soundtrack is now gone up on whatever music download you use, like Spotify and stuff like that. So the second half of the soundtrack has gone up, and there is I've looked over the listings as I always do, and there is one title that is a bit spoilery on the titles, a bit like a Qui-Gon's funeral. It's on the soundtrack to episode 1, and I was like, right? Which I got the soundtrack to episode 1 before I saw the film, so I was like, "Oh man, spoiled." But I won't say what it is. Well, I can. Well, no, I won't say it is because Chris has not watched it. How far you got up on the episodes, Chris?
I'm I think 2 from the end.
All right,
So the last 2.
Yeah, you've probably not seen it then, so I don't want to say it. Raw Farby, the Phantom Menace is indeed showing some new Acolyte footage. Can get a sneak peek at if you want. Can tell you where to look. Yes, please. Yes, please. Some new footage that could be quite good. Is it online? Is the new footage online of the Acolyte? Don't know, Chris. Did you?
I don't know.
I've not seen any. So, and like we said, me and Chris, because we came on, we popped straight on. There were no viewers at the time. I'll just recap it for those people who weren't here. I booked tickets. So, Matt, is it Farragut who's done the artwork for this for episode 1? He's going to be there signing at the showcase. No, sorry, the Cineworld in Sheffield on Friday, 5:30, so you can get a signed poster. And I thought I booked for it, but I've not booked for the Saturday on 4DX, which we're going on date night with me and my wife, so it's going to be a nice surprise for her. Yeah, should be quite good that. Moving on. So we've got some new clips for Tales of the Empire as well, but that starts Saturday, May the 4th, doesn't it, Chris?
It does. It does.
Which...
Are you excited for it?
Yes, I am. But I'm deliberately not seeing. I'm not watching any. I've only watched that initial first trailer. I've not watched the.
You're taking my approach.
Yeah, I've not watched the other ones because it's a day away. I'll just watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the trailer came out 4 weeks before it was releasing, and there's been loads of TV spots like, hey, this is a TV spot with Barasafi. You know, it's like, we're gonna see it soon. You know, I don't need to see it.
Yeah, so that's why we've not covered it. To be fair, I'm gonna wait. We should really cover it because we're a podcast talking about Star Wars, but we don't want to spoil it ourselves. So that drops on May the 4th, so that's good. So also coming out. So on May the 4th, you've got also launching May the 4th is a new vintage collection, HasLab from Hasbro. Of course, both Star Wars Days, May the 4th, and Revenge of the 5th fall on the weekend. So there's ample things to help you celebrate. Star Wars Fan Fun Day is on May the 5th. There's Galactic Gathering happening at the National Space Center in Leicester. And of course, a boatload of surprises that we don't know about. Yes, we did speak about the Galactic Gathering, didn't we, last week at the Leicester Space Center. Star Wars Fun Day, I'll just click on that. I'm sure Fantatrax is going to be at the Space Day. I could send on that. So Star Wars Fan Fun Day 2024. Hut John Coppinger coming to Blackburn. He must have played a couple of bits and bobs. He's a sculptor and he worked on Jabba the Hutt. So he's going to be there. So should be also previously guess. See if there's anybody. Gareth Hogan, Derek Lyons, Anthony Forrest. There's quite a few people there going. Look at that. Duck, go block this post to prevent Facebook from tracking you. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So that's that. So yeah. So there's quite a lot going on May the 4th. Now I'm just gonna quickly look because I did save it on my phone for what's happening down at the cinema. This is Cinewell Sheffield. So artist Matt Ferguson will be signing prints of his Phantom Menace poster here at Cinewell Sheffield, May the 3rd from 5:30. Worth going down and getting one. A movie superheroes exhibition is all weekend. East Midlands Garrison, Friday, Saturday. The East Midlands Garrison are going to be there, so you can have your photo taken with some stormtroopers and some various Star Wars characters. This is all at Cinewell Sheffield. Guest Chris Bunn, who appeared in Star Wars original trilogy, is there on Saturday, Sunday as well. So Chris Bunn. Quickly find Chris Bunn. See who he played. Yeah, in the original Star Wars. Can you find him? Whoa. All right.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll post it here. All right. So Royal Fanboy is going to post something.
He played himself. He played a stormtrooper.
Oh, played himself. So he's a stormtrooper. Yeah, we've got a couple of stormtrooper fans who played stormtroopers. Friends of the show, you could say. They've actually been on the episodes. We've covered a couple of them, so that's quite exciting. So I'll probably, when I go down Saturday, I'll probably have a couple of photos taken. I'm gonna try and see if I can nip over to Sheffield on the Friday to see if I can get some posters, for the three of us, sort of thing, and signed if I can. Raw Farm Boys just put so he's looking for this footage. Well, it's around 2 minutes long. You might want to save it for off live stream. Oh yeah. If you can send Raw Farm Boy, you can send me a private message with a link. I'll have a look at it, and then I can send it to Christopher, and Christopher can tell me if it's what he saw. But yeah, absolutely. We'll play it off just because we don't want any kind of strike. So yeah. So that was what I've got. Have you found anything else?
Not currently. I'm just checking like other channels. I did want to, discuss over Star Wars Outlaw because I'm not sure we did discuss that main trailer. No, I think we
No,
did discuss it.
Oh, did we? Did we discuss it? No. I put it on. No, when your laptop had water spilt on it.
Yeah.
I covered it while you was sorting out your PC until but we can cover it again if you want, because I'd like to get your input on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Can you bring it up?
Ooh. Of course I can. The story trailer for Star Wars Outlaw.
Yes, the story trailer.
Yeah.
It's not bad, Chris. I kind of got myself excited for it, to tell the truth. If it's anything like Star Wars Jedi Jedi Survivor and that
Fallen
Fallen
Order.
Empire, Fallen Order,
Yeah.
then I'm
Each
excited.
of
Go on
you
then.
represents one of the most powerful criminal organizations in the galaxy. Pikes, Crimson Dawn, Huts. It's a golden age for the underworld. The Empire controls every corner of the galaxy, but they're distracted by a rebellion that won't quit. It's an opportunity to make millions.
K-Vess, the underworld's favorite new scoundrel. We meet at last.
Quite interesting.
Zarek Besh,
Obviously,
rich,
there's a lot of scope happening right now, from the Pikes to the Crimson Dawn, all these different outlaws. Interesting that we saw Han Solo
Han Solo and Carbonite. So that puts you before Return of the Jedi, after Empire, before Return of the Jedi.
We also saw his girlfriend, his love interest from Solo. It's not Kara. It's not Kira.
It is. Was that there? Was she in that then?
Yeah, she was right at the start. She was the representative for Crimson Dawn. Yeah.
I missed
Emily Clark's character. I forgot her name. It's not coming to me right
now. There's been. I did speak about this last time. Now I think the graphics on this look fantastic. You know what I mean? And it generally just look and feel like a Star Wars game. You know what I mean? Star Wars feels. It's got. It's got that oldly used feel to it. But this trailer got a lot of pushback on the internet, which I will talk about it, but I don't really want to get bogged down by it, if you know what I mean, because they say the lady who plays her, it's just there. Royal Farm Boy. Look, you knew exactly what I was going to talk about, right? So what's that? Humberly, is it? Humberly Gonzalez, plays K-Vez. I take it, is that the main character? Yeah,
Yeah.
is that the main character? Now, a lot of people online have said she looks. They've made her too manly looking, where the actress who plays her is more feminine looking. And I did check it out to find out, and yeah, basically they've just made her thinner in the face. Basically, a bit better cheekbones, you could say. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't really go down the route of saying, oh yeah, they've proper manned her up sort of thing. Nah. But there was a lot of pushback. Ah, is that her?
Like Kira?
Is
I
that
think
Kira?
so.
Oh yeah,
Or someone.
yeah. She's got. I think she's got the brooch on, hasn't she? The brooch,
Yeah.
you know, the Crimson Dawn brooch. Yeah. Thanks, Royal Farmboy, for that. So he's just come on with, who cares what folk online thinks? I say she's cute. Yeah, I have to say too. You know, I'm gonna buy this game. You know what I mean? I'm gonna play the hell out of it. Any chance to be in that world of Star Wars and to play, and that's what I liked about Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, is being in that world and walking around and exploring stuff. I don't know about you, Chris, but do you know the canteen in Jedi Survivor? I just love walking into that bar. I just as much as I can. I spend time in that bar, just going in, playing music, playing tunes. You know what I mean? I just love that, but I just like the atmosphere of that bar. And I thought to myself, if I ever won the lottery, I would build that bar. I would build that bar. Yeah, it'd be so
Mm.
cool. Yeah, absolutely. I'll just love it. So yeah, I can't wait for this Raw Form Boy. You're dead right. Who cares? Folk online. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's got an
I saw
opinion. Yeah, I mean.
I saw more stuff online. I didn't even see them comment online. What I saw online was the price
What?
for the
What's the
Ultimate
price?
Edition.
What is the
The
price for
Ultimate
it?
Edition being £114.
What? Oh my
Um,
god.
and the
Uh,
Ultimate Edition, yeah. So yeah, I saw a lot of things. Like basically in Australia, I
yeah.
think it's 199 Australian
Oh
dollars for
my
the Ultimate
god.
Edition.
Raw Fanboy now. Basmin B swears that girl ain't Cora, as has others I've heard. Oh, that's interesting to hear.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. But Australia, didn't Australia get rid of all physical discs? So that for that price surely is for digital.
Yeah.
Ah,
But you know, it's a Ubisoft game, so you don't exactly own everything. It is
mm,
personally, like any Ubisoft game, I'll wait until it's heavily discounted, pick it up, play it,
mm, mm,
enjoy it. You know, um you know, Far Cry games and such.
mm,
But it's one of these things where I'll wait to see how people react to it.
mm. Yeah, yeah. It looks cool to me. Her ship looks cool. I like her look of a ship. No doubt, hopefully somebody bring out like a 3D print, like of the last one, the Mantis, which I love the Mantis, absolutely. Do you know my biggest point about Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order is that you could customize the ship in Fallen Order, but you couldn't customize it in the sequel. And I was thinking, what? Why? You know, because I had it especially painted up for the way I like to look at it, and now it's not. You can do it.
Well, it's one of them things where it's a different thing, and they focus on different things.
Yeah,
Um
yeah,
and you know, I think overall there is some really, you know, cool Star Wars games coming, but with all of it, you want to remain um what's the word I'm looking for? Cautious
cautious. Yeah,
until we've seen everything.
yeah, yeah. I think you're right.
But I do have one more thing to show you, and because we're speaking about games, and it's May the 4th coming up,
Yeah.
I want to talk about another game. You've probably heard of it, you not played it, but I think
Mhm.
you'll find this interesting.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Bethesda games Starfield?
Yes. I have.
Right?
I've not
Yeah.
played it though. It's supposed to be massive, and
Mm.
as far as I'm aware, so you can build your own starship, and some people have been trying to get as close as they can to Star Wars ships.
Well, yes. There is that, and obviously one of the biggest things about that, and I find this quite funny, is Bethesda is well known for their modding of their video games.
Mm,
So if you're a computer player, you can install custom assets and custom, texture packs and stuff, and it allows you to do different things.
yeah.
And about a week ago, I was browsing through Reddit and I saw that these people have been working on Star Wars mods for it, and
Yeah.
I wanted to highlight them and give you a look.
Okay. Let's have a
Right?
look. Let's have a
And
look.
this is
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
impressive. I personally think this is quite impressive, considering that this game has no aliens in it, just
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah.
Um, and these people have been working, on bringing aliens
What?
to the video game. Yeah, you know, I'm sure these modders are gonna make a very good Star Wars game. They've even started replacing the textures to be in Arabesh. Yeah. Hey, you want a
My
Star Wars
God.
game? Modders are making one out of a Bethesda game.
My God. They look like they've just ripped them straight out of Knights of the Old Republic. Look at them. Those skins look amazing.
Yeah, I do not know, but literally people have been you know, putting all these things in. Some people have even worked out lightsabers already. Um
What? That's
literally
crazy.
um and that's not even it. There's, Trandoshans.
Yeah.
People have put Trandoshans in the game. Boba Fett armor, you know?
My word.
It
Yeah.
it almost says it's one of these things where, um, you know,
Huh.
with a game like Bethesda's game engine, a lot of people complain about it
Yeah.
and they say, it's really old and really dated and all these things. But what
Mm.
people have achieved, without even the official modding editor
Mm.
for it,
Mm. Yeah.
people have even made 8080s that
Yeah.
are workable in the game. Um, and
They look
I literally looked at it.
unbelievably just like it looks like a proper Star Wars game. If
Yeah,
there's
like
if
literally,
there's
there's been
any reason to get it on Steam, I take this is a Steam version of
yeah,
it. Yeah. Yeah. If
yeah.
there's
So
any
so
reason to
you
buy
get the Steam
Steam,
version and
this
then
is
you
it.
mod it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Literally,
My word.
and wow, I just find it really funny because obviously this game is still so early. I fully suspect that you know it has no DLC. The updates they're bringing out are pretty good. Bethesda released it. They did release it in a lackluster, position, I would
Mm.
say overall. But they're giving it a lot of work, and I think after the DLCs have came out and modders have that full capability, I am sure we will see full Star Wars conversions of this game,
Yeah.
and I think it's quite funny because um basically people in their free time say, "I'm not getting the Star Wars game I want. Well, I'll make my own Star Wars game."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So Raw Fanboys just popped up saying, so you're saying these are fan made, independent
Yeah,
folk
all of
that
this is
don't
fan
work
made.
for a game studio? Yeah. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
literally like all of it's fan made and um yeah, like in considering that there's no aliens in this game yet, and people have already put, different species in and have got
Mm.
it working with no modding engine. So with no tools, modding tools,
Yeah,
i.e.
yeah.
they're doing it by hand without a GUI. It is very, very impressive. And yeah, I just thought I would show you this because yeah, things like this has only had like 4,000 downloads. But
Unbelievable.
I think give it a few years, we will be in the position where um, you know, people
I'm
have
so
made full Star Wars conversions of this game. I am
I am
100% sure of it.
yeah, do you know what?
You know?
I'm excited for it. Do you know what? I'm surprised that Disney have not gone down heavy on this. You know what I mean? And I'm surprised that they've got it up and running still on their site. You know what I mean? To do it to it.
Yeah, well, Nexus Mods has had a really interesting pass with IP content, and it's one of these legal gray areas where it's
Yeah,
like their policy is if, say, Disney said take it off their website, that they would. Uh,
yeah.
but it is the internet, and it's never going to truly disappear. I think what makes it gray area is when the modding scene very much interacts with um taking things not safe for work,
Mm,
removing things like underwear and stuff,
yeah,
and that's when they may not and want that and want to enforce some policy. But consider, like I keep saying, this is really underground right now. A lot of
unbelievable.
people are sleeping on Starfield because it didn't have a great launch. But
Mm,
I think that would turn it around in 2 years down the line. We've got that Ubisoft game, but also, fans have made this weird space game
mm,
now a Star Wars game. I
yeah,
guarantee it. It's
yeah,
already got the Force. It's just called something else.
yeah.
I guarantee it. It will be a full Star Wars game within 2 years.
I can't wait. Nicholas wants a Steam Deck. I'm tempted to download Steam and get it myself. It's art, maybe similar to free speech. It can't be touched. I think you're dead right there, Raw Farm Boy. I think you're dead right. Yeah. And so, Chris, because time's ticking, is that it? Is that the end of the news?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Slight
Great.
detour this week, but
Yeah, but great. I didn't know
why
about
not?
that, and now all you lot know about it. So that's the best thing. So go over to Steam, search it, Google it. You can find it. If we get the link, we'll put it in the show notes. Why not? So anyway, it's time to head over to the Bad Batch report, Chris. Let's go. Bad Batch report. Right. Okay. So we're finally there. The Bad Batch report. So today we are talking episode 10, Identity Crisis, and episode 11, Point of No Return. So these two episodes, of course, have been on for a couple of weeks, and we've just watched them. So Identity Crisis, Chris. So do you know? I've just clicked on this link that I've got, and it's just took me to Rotten Tomatoes, saying there's a Rotten Tomatoes on the episode, so that's not too bad. So, Identity Crisis. Um, oh, I've just lost my link. Sorry about that, guys. Here we are. Bad Batch. Wikipedia. There we go. There we go. I found it. So we're going to be talking about 10, which is first. So 10. Identity Crisis. There we go. Right. Yeah. I watched these two today. I thought they were really, really good. Now, I thought this first episode kind of explains what might have happened to Baby Grogu, if you know what I mean, Chris,
Mm,
on this one. So it starts off where you've got a mother, and she is in an episode in a Talafar mother, Alish, and she's got a force sensitive infant, right? On a store, and some people kind of notice with the doll, and because it pushes over a vase, but they say, oh, the baby was nowhere near it. You know what I mean? But it's because the
Mm.
baby is using the Force, of course. And there's a guy hanging around looking for some credit, some work or whatever, and he thinks, I could probably call somebody and collect a bounty on this. So that night he goes secretly into a comm system and phones the bounty hunters and say, I might have someone of interest for you. So then it goes on a little bit further that you're at this woman's house, this creature's house, and she's cute. No dad, it's just the woman. She might be both parents, we don't know. And she's got the baby, and it's got a little toy, and she noticed a shadow of footsteps walking underneath from her door with a clink, clink, as in like uh, um, uh, oh God,
A bounty hunter.
a bounty hunter, maybe. Yeah. And of course, she goes over to the door, opens it, and who's there? Chris?
Uh,
Cad Bane.
it's
Cad Bane
I
is
was
there.
trying to think. I
Spurs.
was thinking of
Thanks,
a
Royal
joke.
Farm Boy. I
You
couldn't,
know,
I couldn't remember the word. Spurs. Thank you. Yeah, Royal Farm Boy just told me. Spurs. Yeah, absolutely correct. Yeah. So, yeah, it's Cad Bane. And shoots up down. And then they test the baby's blood. And it's what they need. The baby doesn't shut up until the what's the robot called? Let's have a look. The robot is it Tele? Is it Tudo 360? Yeah, Bane orders Tudo 360 to bring a machine to test the bronze M count. He extracts the blood sample from the child and hands it over to Bane. He places the sample inside the machine and it glows green. So Tito places Brian into the floating cradle. The child cries until he's reunited with his doll, and then they depart. Do you think these things? Profile boys, thank. He's so fast. Thank you. Do you think
Dudo.
these pods are like stasis things? You know what I mean? That once the baby's in, it stays in stasis. Because I always wondered that with baby Grogu was in that pod. For how long has he been in there? 50 years in that one pod? Is it like a stasis pod?
No, I don't think so. I think they're just safety carry cases.
Mm.
The world's a dangerous place, so you gotta put a bulletproof vest around the whole of the baby.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah. Meanwhile, back on Tantalus, is it Tantalus?
Tantus.
Tantus. So Dr. Hamlock, he basically gives is it Emira? Oh God,
Emmerich.
these names. Emira. Dr. Carr, basically, a promotion so she can take a place in the Necromancer project. And so you actually see what's behind those. Is this behind those lasers? That corridor?
Yeah,
Is this
this
beyond
is the vault.
This is the vault. So because we were speculating what was in the vault, and basically it's 3 little kids. And of course, Dr. Hamlock tells them that they are specimens only. I mean, they haven't got names, which is very, very much like the third rack. You know what I mean? They haven't got names; they've got numbers, right? And it's like a little two little kids and a little lad.
Mhm.
So basically, and I couldn't understand why they're testing the blood every single day, because they showed you their sort of their day-to-day business, and they were testing the blood of the. Surely they only have to test it once a week. Surely, you know what I mean? Why
Well,
every day?
it's probably because they're injecting them with other things,
Mm,
like vitamins and emperor's blood and magical concoctions, and
mm.
seeing if it makes a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose they keep needing that blood. So she gets a promotion, to be trusted from is it Naila Say? Is it
Nala
Naila
say.
Say? Nala Say, yeah. And basically, she goes to see Nala Say, and she tells her that it's now your responsibility to help them. So that's
Yeah.
put the emphasis on her. There's like, oh, but then they get a communication. Dr. Hamlet gets a communication that there's another baby that's been found with an M count. So he asks Commander Scorch to go, and Dr. Carr wants to go with him.
With them.
Do you know what? I can't get my head around that Scorch is a bad guy.
Why would he
when
be
we
a good guy?
I don't know why, because I played him in Republic Commandos and I really liked him. I've got models of him. I've got models of him there. Yeah, I mean, I liked them, but they're bad guys. What? They're bad guys. Yeah, they're bad guys. Oh,
They
but the
are definitely
Republic
bad guys.
Commandos is great. So they go over to Starbase and find Cad Bane, and of course, all he's interested in is my money. And she tests the baby, and it's viable. And then she asks Cad Bane, "Where did the baby come from?" And what does Cad Bane say to her? "You ask too many questions." I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, basically. So she takes the baby and takes it back to the base. Now, just before that, the young lad that's there, he tries to escape, and let me just see what his name was. Um, his name was, is it Jax? Jax,
Jack.
yeah, Jax.
Yeah.
Jax tried to escape, got blasted, and he just wants to go home. Because as they've all been promised they can go home. They're never going to go home. That's the problem. They're never going to go home. And so he gets blasted, and then he gets taken for, was it two
Two rotations.
rotations? He's away, isn't he? But and of course the other one, Eva, she's wants to know what happens to him, and Dr. Carr can't tell her what's happened to him. But he should be back soon. That's what she says. She's going to, and of course, Eva asks when she can go home, and Dr. Carr says, "I'll look into it." Otherwise, no, she ain't. She can't. She can't. So,
Yeah.
that night, let me go down here. Oh, yes, that was it. So Hemlock gets a message from whoever, our favorite bad guy, Tarkin. And he basically wants to know, why are you having all this money? And he goes, "It was a private project by the Emperor." It's like, ah. And yeah, I loved how Tarkin was like, can you elaborate? Maybe I can help you. Nah, I can't. Nah, no, you can't. And then he says, basically, being Tarkin, well, you better produce some goods, or it's going to be your head on the chopping block. Yeah, good
Very
old
much so.
Tarkin. Good old Tarkin. Yeah. So that's Tarkin's because the chief discreted. Blah, blah, blah. It's not. It's not. It's not. Be a good omen for the Imperial cloning program. If it and himself, if he doesn't wield the Emperor Palpatine's proper results. That's what he says. Yeah, that's cool. Those. We know this is all sort of leading up into why the Emperor comes back. Basically, they're trying to rewrite it, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, in the meantime, Hemlock really needs Omega. Really needs her, because he knows that's the linchpin of the program. He's got her. He's got her. So he contacts the clone CX2, and he tells him to track down and interrogate the Trandoshan broker Sid. So CX2 has done. Sid has given up the name of the pirate Omega has been associated with. Now, what do you reckon? Because of course, I don't know if it's in later episodes with Sid, but do you think she was killed? Do you think CX2 killed her?
I think it's one of these things where, the good people are truly for, everyone, and then the
Mm.
people under that will always put themselves first, and Sid is one of them people. You know, she did
Yeah.
say I'm not a good person, and this goes to show, like, you know, if you torture Rex all day, you know, he wouldn't give up the place of any of his, you know, family or brothers.
Mm.
But torture Sid for 2 minutes, she'd probably give it up. She probably didn't even need torturing, just, you know, 100 credits, and that was
Yeah.
probably enough.
Yeah.
You know?
People online, if you're watching, what's your views? Bearing in mind we've not seen the final episodes, but you know, was she killed or did she give it up? That's for sure. So so basically he's going to go after after Sid's associate, the pirate. And the episode actually finishes with Dr. Carr taking the Tuca doll from Amiga's locker and giving it to Eva as a doll for her to sleep with, to keep her company. And of course the baby is doing well. It's doing very well in its new surroundings. So yeah. So what did you reckon of that first episode of Identity Crisis? What do you reckon to it? Sets
Yeah,
up some
like,
stuff.
you know, it's never a Star Wars TV show without children's slavery, you know?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, it's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's always children's slavery somewhere in a Star Wars show.
Always. And people having their arms and legs chopped off.
But I think overall, yeah, I think it was pretty good. You know, it shows that the Empire will do nothing to stop this, and you know, people like Cad Bane have zero ethics.
Yeah.
Stealing a baby is not something that he wouldn't do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he'd do anything for the credits.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Anything.
That's true. Right. So I thought this was a really good episode. The Point of No Return, which was episode 11. So we join free Lancer Starship Providence at the lunar base on an airless moon. She reminds her power droid Mel about the importance of following orders, including crawling through corrosive green goo. She promised to repair her like the last time on Endor Prime and Scara Nell. While Genoa, I've left me with my glasses downstairs, instructs a droid named Ollie to refuel her ship. The clone assassin CX2 sneaks aboard the ship. When he sneaks aboard, alarms go off, no one noticed, apart from Ollie the droid who's filling her up. No one else noticed. Now you think that that Fee would have something on a communicator that would go beep beep beep. Oh, someone's nicking my car, someone's on board, but no. They rely on actually hearing a buzzer noise, which was quite funny. So CX goes on, types away quickly as anything. I love that little power jack that he put into the droid port that you automatically got it. I thought that was pretty cool. And he gets the information, of course, of where she's been, her logs. Of course, they're encrypted, but he easily beat it. He easily beat the encryption. Could this be tech? Could this be tech that's been converted? Who knows, right? So basically, Genoa? Is that her name? Genoa senses movement, but is distracted by Ollie when she has to pay a fuel bill of 1,600 credits. She pays the bill, checks out Starship, but of course, CX2 has done a runner. So CX2 returns to his starship, decrypts the data. He then contacts Clone Commander Scorch again, telling him that Sid's data was right, and he's managed to track down Genera and accessed her Navi computer. After decrypting the data, CX2 found that Genera frequently visited a certain planet, which he will navigate. And Scorch tells CX2 to send him the coordinates, says he will be send a division on standby once they have confirmation of the target. CX2 sets course and heads to the planet Babu. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is bad news for the Bad Batch. This had something happen in this that I was not happy about, guys. Not happy about. in this episode. So anyway, so the Bad Batch on Pabu, the Bad Batch are loading the Marauder. Hunter tasks Wrecker to do it. Loads of boxes, as long as it gets him 2 ice cones. No, yeah, two ice cones for load of the boxes, please. So they go off walking, and you see Omega go to what looks like a library, but it's a library of experiences, you could say, about people that have left. And she leaves Tech's glasses and that Tucker doll, her favorite Tucker doll, because, well, they'll come back, won't they? They'll come back and pick them up. And she goes, well, yeah. And the CX2 land, that ship that CX2 lands, has it got a name?
I'm unsure if they've actually named it. I don't think they did. We'll wait for the
No.
Lego set to name it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, because I love the look of the ship. Do you know what got me about it is how come when you go to a planet that you don't know about, you don't been to, it knows where the parking spaces are. You know what I mean? It
It's
knows
called
where the parking
planetary
space.
scanners.
Oh yeah, I suppose yeah. Is that what the little X's are? The little X's on the map that you said. And I just loved how it just it goes in. It just the animation of this vehicle looks brilliant. Raw Fanboy says CX ships does get our name Dagger. All right, Dagger. Thank you very much. That's good to know. Thank you, Raw Fanboy. You're gonna get a star for that. I'm gonna tick your star for that. Boink. There we go. So he lands the dagger, and he gets out and he goes looking for Omega. So he climbs, finds, he spots Omega. He spots 2 of the clones, Hunter and Crosshairs. He then contacts Commander Scourge saying target found, and he goes, yeah, we're on our way. So they come, so they're on the way. Now this bit, I was like, no. So as Wrecker is like loading the Marauder, CX2 goes and plants. He shoots some explosives onto the fin, the engine, another fin, and Wrecker just notices one, and he sort of like jumps just as the Marauder explodes into a million pieces. Mandalorian season 1, season 2, all over again. Oh my god, what's happening here? Blows it. Of course, Wrecker goes flying into the water. He's knocked unconscious. They manage to drag him out, get him out, and he's okay. And he gets told to take up to AZ3 to treat Wrecker. What did you reckon about this, Chris? They blew up the Marauder. Oh my god.
I think very simply, Star Wars is like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just reading here that Wrecker managed to grab Gonki and push him out of the way of the explosion as well. Yeah. Man, it was rough seeing that. And it was just the way it was parked. And I said to my Nicky, I went, do you know what? I just love that ship. It's so good. Kaboom! And I was like, what?
The Marauder.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I don't think that ship was going to last forever. There's only 2 ships that are made from, plot steel, and that's
the Falcon.
The Falcon,
yeah,
and the Ghost.
Yeah. The Falcon can just, that's one thing that made it just unbelievable in the Disney trilogy, is that the Falcon could crash, fly. Great. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, no problem. Put a bit of paint on, it'd be fine. Yeah, unbelievable those. Roll Farboy, yeah, I like this one. Roll Farboy, Jabba Sail Barge, the Razor Quest, now the Marauder, 0 for 3. 0, isn't it? The Jabba's cousin. Oh man, they blew up all 3. I liked all 3 of them.
Technically, in the order, it's the Marauder, the Razor Quest. Sorry, it's the Marauder, Jabba's Sail Barge, then the Razor Quest.
Yeah.
Hey, but look, they've got to sell you the deassembled Lego set somehow.
Yeah, they all look like a Lego kit now. Yeah, That's
And
that's the point.
and especially all three have been destroyed in different ways.
Well, yeah. Sailbarge took a blast to the deck. Who knew the deck was right above where it blasted was right above the engines? The Marauder that got destroyed by a laser shot from the Star
Uh,
Destroyer.
an orbital,
Orbital bombardment, yeah, from a turbo laser, and of course the Marauder from grenades, little sticky on grenades. So at that point, they look up, and when they've got Wrecker out, they look up. Fantastic shot, absolute fantastic shot. There's a Republic, an ex-Republic class ship with its spotlights on that temple at the top of their hill. And you see the little Republic drop ships come out of it. I love that shot.
Venator class that's
Yeah,
been repainted.
yeah,
Yeah.
looked amazing, absolutely amazing shot. I mean, well done. I give you a clap on the animation of that scene. It looked beautiful. I was thinking there was a couple of shots actually, like real distance shots where you could see the island with a thing, and then you could see the ship above it. Some fantastic shots of that. And of course, Scorch gives the command to the other officer. They're not clones, are they? The officers that are flying this are subscription officers, stormtroopers, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're flying. So he gives an order for them to destroy anything that could be used to escape this island. So that's all the skiffs, all the boats, all the ships that are in port, everything. And then they go door to door, burn everything that they can. Yeah, I mean, they've got to find Amiga. So
Burn it all down.
yeah, burn it all down. And even the mayor, he gets told straight away, you know what I mean? Well, you should have hid them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We can, basically they're just gonna tear the place apart, and everyone says once the Empire turns up, you're doomed, isn't it? So Amiga says to of course Hunter, Amiga, Hunter, and CrossFit Hairs come up with a plan to steal because the ship's been destroyed, they're stuck. They're going to steal one of the what's it called? One of their ships, the Republic. Well, they're not called Republic.
The drop ships.
The LAAT gunships. Yeah, the gunships. Going to nick one. That was pretty good as well. So Hunter manages to get on one, and he manages to chuck everyone off as it's flying around. And Scorch notices it's been compromised. So CX2 shoots the pilot. Shoots the pilot, and the ship crashes. But luckily enough, Hunter manages to let go, fall out of the ship, and survives the splashdown. So with all this happening, Omega says, "Look, there's just no hiding from this. We're going to get caught. It's only just a matter of time. The only way they're going to stop looking is if she gives herself up." And Crosshairs is not happy about this, but what other situations what other options have they got? So she says, well, I could take a tracker, you could shoot a tracker on the ship. And he's like, there's so many variables to this, it might not work. But they do it, they do it, don't they? So Amiga, she takes a tracker, gets found when she hands herself in. So that's done. And when I thought to myself, I wonder if she's got a second tracker. You know what I mean? Because they only checked once.
Well,
And
yeah.
then,
when I was watching this, I was like, because it was very much Amiga was very much like, you can do this, you can do this, Crosshair. It's fine. We've done these things thousands of times. There's no real danger. And he's very much like, no, there's very much real, there's very much real problems this time.
yeah, it's good. Yeah, because I thought to myself, yeah, she's hiding another tracker. You know what I mean? Pulls out one, but still keep one. But no, she hasn't. So she gets taken into custody by the troopers, and then CX2 orders the dagger to pick them up, which I thought was so cool as it come in and through the smoke and it landed, and they both boarded the ship. And just as it's taking off, Crosshairs fires a tracking bolt, but misses, and it lands in the ocean. So he's like, bummer.
Well, he did say that, you know, the risks are high.
Yes.
But
Damn it.
Omega said, like, no, I believe in you. You're the best shot. You know, you got this.
I missed.
And he missed.
Yeah, he missed. Yeah. So that's it. They ain't got no idea. Meanwhile, Hunter finds his way back to the place where they're taking care of Wrecker. And Wrecker's okay. He's got up going, I'm all right. With Crosshairs. And this table falls away. And then up pops up is Fee, the pirate. And she's saying, "No, I sneaked in. I sneaked in with them, so they know how to get out." But then Crosshairs tells them that there might be a way to track Amiga back to where she's going to, and of course Hunter goes, "Oh, so you've been keeping it from us?" And he goes, "No, he just doesn't want to go back. He's shell shocked, isn't he? He doesn't want to go back to that place. That's what's making him shake." Nervous, yeah.
Yeah. And especially with I think the relationship between Crosshair and Amiga this season is really quite sincere. And
Yes.
you know, it really gave time to build that in. You know, all of this is happening because Omega believed he could change.
Yes.
He didn't believe it, but she did. And you know, Crosshair doesn't care about Wrecker. He does secretly. Doesn't care about Hunter. Secretly, he does. But he will show everybody that he cares about Amiga.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah. And I can't remember if he actually says what they need to do. I can't remember that. But he does. He says there is maybe a way of finding her, which they don't say. They don't say this is because that's in the next episode. So CX2 contacts Dr. Hemlock to say he's got the target. He's acquired the target as while Omega meditates, and they jump into hyperspace. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of that episode. I have to say, loved this episode. My favorite ship, the Marauders, got blown up, but Wrecker survived. Thank God. The animation in this, the look, the feel, brilliant. I loved it. Just loved it. You know,
Think they were going to kill him.
Well, I've seriously hurt him. You know what I mean? So he's compromised, and then something's gonna happen a bit further on where he's compromised, and then you know what I mean. If he died, tears me. I would have gone. Oh, not my favorite Wrecker. No, don't shoot me in the leg. It's just
he's indestructible all the way through the season. It's like he chucks everything and never has a scratch. And
yeah,
he really got hit in this episode by an explosion. Pretty sure he's had pretty worse explosions just before, but you know, maybe this was the one that knocked in the Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Who would have thought got armor built by the Corellians who built the Millennium Falcon? Blast proof. Absolutely that. Yeah. So yeah, what did you reckon then to these?
Yeah, I really liked it. I think that the pacing of this season is, you know, good. I quite enjoy it, and I think that, you know, I'm watching it majorly for, you know, Amiga's relationship with the Bad Batch, you know, and now and then we see Echo and Rex, great, you know, whatever Hemlock's doing, I don't expect him to survive because, you know, especially where we saw Tarkin give him a call and be like, "You're spending a lot of money, you know, and I got my own project. that that needs a lot of money too. If you
Mm.
fail, I'm going to do my own project. But obviously, they don't tell each other about their projects. You know,
Yes, that's true.
not
Yeah.
my toys. What do you do? You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know, it's not like they can just print more money as a
Ha!
government, as an empire. You know, but it is one of these things that I fully expect that you'll probably see the downfall of uh Hemlock, hopefully by the end, or we won't,
Mm.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
it will carry on. Or, like always in Star Wars, something happens to Hemlock, and Tarkin is always in the
Mm.
right place at the right time to
Always.
carry on.
Always. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think what they're doing with these like CX troopers is
Mm.
really cool.
Yes.
I do think it's better that they're not giving them identities, and I hope
Mm.
like even all the way through the end, because a lot of people are like, it's Echo or whatever, sorry, it's Tech. I don't think the show needs that.
Mm. Mm.
Like just treat him as dead, you know,
Yes. Yeah.
and move on. And yeah, overall, I think these episodes are really, really good. And not these people were stupid to believe that they were safe on this planet, but I guess it's one of these things where you're not going to be safe forever. There's too many bad people out there.
Mm.
And you know, I just wonder if the planet's now like not decimated, but
Mm.
will come under imperial rule now they know
Yes.
about it,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
they will just be like, cool, got what we want. Now we're off. Don't care about you. You're an island
Mm.
on a war planet. Not enough minerals for us, materials.
Blow it
You
out.
know?
Blow it out of the sea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I really like these episodes.
Yeah, I did too. Raw Farm Boy says, "Gotta say it, Emrika really caught my eye. She might be my new girlfriend. I know she's animated. Don't care. Yeah, bit like Betty from the Flintstones. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you, Chris. I absolutely loved these episodes. I agree. I agree everything what you've said about it. Yeah, I mean, can't think of anything negative about them actually. No, nothing. So the next two episodes we'll be covering next Thursday, around 9 o'clock UK time, will be Juggernaut and episode 12, Juggernaut, and episode 13, Into the Breach. So we're covering them two, and then the following week we'll be doing after that Flash Strike and The Cavalry Has Arrived. That's the two last episodes. So we're looking
Yeah.
forward to them.
The week after that, we might have to do the Tuesday because
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I go on holiday on the Thursday,
Oh yeah, right.
Wednesday. So
Mm.
we'll have to do the Tuesday, but that'll be fine.
Yep, that'll be fine. We can get it done with, and then Tales of the Empire starts as soon as you come back from holiday. So we'll have a bit of break while Chris goes on holiday. So on that Tuesday, then before that, when we cover the last two episodes, we'll have Raw Farm Boy back on and have his take on what he thought of the episodes as well, the season in general. Yeah, so that'd be pretty good. And I know he's still watching, so yeah, don't worry, Raw and Farm Boy, we will have you on that Tuesday. So keep yourself posted. Got it in my calendar, right? Yeah. So he's got it in my calendar back here next Thursday. That's correct. And then the following Tuesday from that one, we'll be doing the final two episodes of Royal Farm Boy, and we'll send you a link for you to come on for that. So that'd be cool. Okay. Right. Sweet. So that, Chris, brings us to the end of the show. Right. So, right. Thank you for joining us on Radio Free Endor. We hope you've enjoyed immersing yourself in the galaxy far, far away with us. Stay connected with us on social media and be part of our vibrant community. Search for at Radio Free Endor on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications to stay up to date with all our latest episode discussions and exciting news. If you want to dive deeper into Star Wars, with us. Send your thoughts, comments, and questions to radiofreeendor@gmail.com. Don't forget, you can follow me, Jamie_R_Burns on Twitter, and Chris.
Burn Chris.
We'll love to hear from you and have a massive galactic chat. So yeah, send us a message. We'll have a good chat about it. For all you super fans out there, head over to TeePublic and get your hands on an official Radio Free Endor merchandise, whether it's a t-shirt, hoodie, mask, stickers, key rings, mugs, or mouse mats. We've got you covered. Show off your love for the show and look ultra cool while doing so. Remember, iTunes is the go-to place to download our show, so make sure to leave us a fantastic 5-star review. Your support means the galaxy to us and helps us reach more listeners who are hungry for more Star Wars content. Once again, thank you very much for tuning to Radio Free Endor. May the Force be with you, and we look forward to bringing you more thrilling adventures from a galaxy far, far away. So, Chris, anything else you want to offer at the end of that?
I guess the last thing to say is, always happy to do these, and thanks for listening.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon. See you all soon, like real soon. So take care. Bye-bye. Have a good one.